Hello students, welcome back to the 10th video of this playlist. So in this video, we will be solving question number 10 from P1 May 2024 paper. So let's see what's the question number 10 from May 2024 it's about. So basically, question number 10, the concepts behind question number 10, it's from calculus part of your P1 syllabus that is discussed in chapter number 8 and chapter number 9, that is differentiation and integration of P1 textbook. So in order to be able to solve this question, definitely you should have practiced questions from these two chapters, that is chapter 8 and chapter 9 of P1 textbook. So let's get started with question number 10. It says the curve C has equation y equals to f of x where x greater than 0. Given that f dash x, the gradient function of f of x is equals to what? 6x minus 2x minus 1 times 3x plus 2 over 2 square root of x. The point P 4, 12, x coordinate 4, y coordinate 12 lies on C. Fine. So we know the gradient function of f of x, and also we know the coordinates of a point that lies on the curve C. Okay. Find the equation in part A. Find the equation of the normal to C at P. Fine. We need to find out the equation of the normal to the curve C at point P. Giving you answer in the form y equals to mx plus c, where m and c are integers to be found. Fine. So we need to find out the equation of the normal. Okay. Equation of the normal. Okay. So a normal is basically what? A normal is basically a straight line, right? That is perpendicular to the tangent. That means for finding the equation of tangent, what we need a gradient. We need the gradient of the normal, and we need a point that lies on that normal. So already we know the coordinates of point P, which lies on the normal, since the normal is at P. So we know the coordinates of a point. Now thus remaining is what? We need to know the gradient of the normal. So for finding the gradient of the normal, what we know? We know that normal is perpendicular to the tangent. So in that case, if we find out the gradient of the tangent, then we can consider the negative reciprocal to get the gradient of the normal, right? Since it's perpendicular. So how can we get the gradient of the tangent? The derivative, the gradient function is given there. So it's pretty easy to find out the gradient of the what? Tangent using this what? F dash x, the gradient function. So let's do that. We will be finding the gradient of the curve at P. That is basically the gradient of the tangent to the curve C at P, right? So f dash, the value for x at point P is 4. So you'll get what? 6 times 4, that is 24, minus 6, that is 4 times 2, 8 minus 1, that is 7, times 12 plus 2, that is 14, over what? 2 square root of 4, that is 2 times what? 2. So what would be the value? 49 over 2. 24 minus what? 49 over 2. Okay, 24 minus 49 over 2, that is negative half. Okay, so negative half is the gradient of the curve, that is the gradient of the tangent at point P. So gradient of the normal would be what? Negative reciprocal, that is 2, right? So equation, we need the equation of the normal at point P, right? So equation would be what? Y minus, what's the y coordinate of point P? The y coordinate is 12. So y minus 12 equals to what? M. M is 2 times x minus what? 4. So what you will get? Y equals to mx plus c. We need in the form of y equals to mx plus c. So twice of x, negative 8 plus 12. So you will end up getting the equation for the normal in the form of mx plus c. Okay, so 2x plus 4 where m is 2 and c is what? 4. This is the equation of the normal to the curve C at point P. Done. Okay, next is part B. Let's see what they have asked in part B. Find f of x giving each term in simplest form. Okay, that means we need to find out what? F of x. Fine. So for finding f of x, what we can do? Look, we have the gradient function, that is the f dash x, right? So f dash x, the gradient function, has been found by differentiating the original function, that is f of x. That means integration is just the opposite of what? Differentiation. Since by differentiating f of x we got the f dash x, so if we integrate f dash x we will get the f of x. So that means we need to just integrate f dash x. Okay, so in order to integrate f dash x, at first we need to simplify this equation f dash x. Okay, so let's simplify f dash x at first. So for part B, f dash x equals to what? The equation is 6x negative what? 2x times 3x, that is 6x squared. 6x squared, and then plus 4x minus 3x. So plus 4x minus 3x gives you just x. Plus 4x minus 3x, this is just x, minus 1 times 2, that is negative 2 over what? Over 2x to the power half. Okay, since we need to simplify, that's why I take out the power at the denominator. So you'll get 6x minus 6 over 2, that is what? 3, and x squared, so x to the power 2 minus half, that is x to the power 3 over 2. Then minus, here minus, so this is plus, so plus minus it would be what? Minus 1 over 2, that is 1 over 2 x inverse half, right? And then again minus, and here you can see minus, so minus minus would give you plus what? 2 over 2, that is 1, so plus x inverse half. Fine. So we got the simplified equation for f dash x. It is what? 6x minus 3x to the power 3 over 2 minus half of x inverse half plus x inverse half. Okay, so what we need to do next is we need to integrate it, right? To get the f of x we need to integrate f dash x. So f of x, it is equals to what? Integration of f dash x, right? F dash x with respect to x. So that means f of x would be equal to what? Integration of 6x, is it? Oh yeah, it's 6x. It's just 6x. What was the equation of f dash x? 6x. Okay, so 6x minus 3x to the power 3 over 2 minus half of x inverse half plus x inverse half dx. So let's integrate. So f of x would be what? In integration what we do? We add 1 with the power and then use the new power to divide the what? Coefficient. So here the power of the x is what? 1. So 1 plus 1, that is 2, that means it would be x squared. So new power is 2. So use 2 to divide 6, that would give you 3x squared. Fine. Same approach, x to the power 5 over 2. So negative 3 over 5 over 2, that is what? Negative 6 over 5. Okay, and then x inverse half, so x inverse half plus 1, that is x to the power half. So if you do negative half over half, that would give you negative x to the power half. Fine. And then what you will get here, x inverse half plus 1. So you will get here what? X to the power half Negative half plus 1, that is half. So 1 plus 1 divide half, that would give you plus 2x to the power half plus what? C. So this is the equation for f of x. Okay, but it is in terms of c. So now, okay, now we need to find out the value for c. Okay, before finding the value of c, I think I missed up something here. Look, negative, this is plus, so negative plus this is what? Negative. So negative x over 2x to the power half, right? So x, that would be what? Negative half of x to the power 1 minus half. Okay, 1 minus half is basically what? 1 minus half is just half, not negative half. So it would be just half. Okay, so negative half of x to the power half. Okay, so it should be x to the power half. So integration of x to the power half would give you x to the power 3 over 2. It would be x to the power 3 over 2. Okay, so negative half over 3 over 2. So negative half times 2 over 3. So that would give you negative 1 over 3. Okay, so negative 1 over 3, x to the power 3 over 2 plus 2x to the power half plus c. So this is the equation for what? F of x in terms of c. Now we need to find out the value for c. So in order to find out the value for c, what we need? We need the coordinates of a point that lies on the f of x, right? So we already know that point P with x coordinate 4 and y coordinate what? 12 lies on the curve f of x, right? So we can use these coordinates like 4 and 12, the coordinates of point P, to find out the value for c. Fine. So P is what? P is 4, 12. Okay, so P is 4, 12. So we will use this coordinate, but before that, is it 4, 12 perfect? Perfect. Okay, so 4, 12, if you put in the equation of f dash x, sorry, in the equation of f of x, you need to put 4. So if you put 4 in this equation, what it would be? 4 square is 16. So 16 times 3, this is what? 48, right? So 48 minus 6 over 5. Okay, it was 6 over 5 to the power 5 over 2. 6 over 5, x to the power 5 over 2. That means 4 to the power 5 over 2, right? So 4 to the power 5 over 2, that is what? Square root of 4 to the power whole 5, isn't it? The square root is for half, and to the power 5 it is for the power 5. Okay, and then what's there? Negative 1/3 of x to the power 3 over 2. So negative 1/3 of what? Square root of 4 cube, right? Half, since it's power half, so that's why square root, and cube is for the 3. And at last, this is what? Plus 2x to the power half, that is plus 2 x to the power half. So plus 2 square root of 4 plus c, this is equals to how much? What? 12. The y coordinate is what? 12. Okay, so we need the value for c. So at first, like, do the manipulation here. 48 minus 6 times what? Square root of 4 is what? 2 to the power 5 is 32. So 6 times 32 over 5 minus, what's there? Square root of 4 is 2 cube is 8 over 3 plus 2 times 2, that is 4. You will get 164 over 15. Okay, so you will get 164 over 15 plus c, it is equals to what? 12. So what would be the value for c? The value for c would be 12 minus 164 over 15. This is 16 over 15. This is 16 over what? 15. So the value for c, we got 16 over 15. That means the equation for f of x, it is what? 6x 6x, then negative, sorry, 3x squared negative 6 over 5 x to the power 5 over 2. Okay, so 3x, that would be 3x negative 6 over 5 square root of x to the power 5, right? And then what was then? Negative 1/3 of x to the power 3 over 2. This is negative 1/3 of square root of x cube, right? Since it is power 3 over 2. Then plus 2 square root of x plus 16 over 15. Is this fine? Is it plus 2 square root of x? It's plus 2 square root of x. That's fine. That's perfect. Okay. Next, so we got the equation for f of x. This is what? This is basically 3x minus 6 over 5 square root of x to the power 5 minus 1/3 of x to the power 1/3 of square root of x cube whole cube plus 2 square root of x plus 16 over 15. And that's all about question number 10 from P1 May 2024 paper. That's it.